We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it'll be Dolphin football. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
To Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Breida on the carry.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
They'll take
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Bengals.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
To number 18.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Option play, Burrow holding on to it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 22 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
First and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. First carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
From midfield now, Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
The Bengals first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
On the carry.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Complete to number 81.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Bengals 28, Dolphins nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. That catch good for only a couple.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
3-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Bengals 28, Dolphins nothing.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me wasn't Tel Aviv.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that will be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
35-yard line.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
I'm coming after you.
Looking to pass. Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Burrow, he's going to keep it on the option.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Burrow now off the bootleg. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
That's complete to Jake Butt. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Jake Butt. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They run again with Breida, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
2nd and 11. Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
Burrow's
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. And remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Call it a gain of 5. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
5-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Tagovailoa will find Gibson here complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now here is another interception. Picked off here, the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already to ask for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st and looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
53, Mike, 53. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
We want it. Come to my work. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go, D. Double tight. Double tight. We got 4. We got 4. Like 28. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Yeah, that's what I do.
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Check in. Check. Mike 28. Mike 28. Here we go, D.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Parker that time, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go heavy. Let me what you got.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Robert Woods. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 2 to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did.